Hi guys, and welcome to part 2 of my rogue tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be focusing on specs and rotation. To start off, I'm going to go with spec. This current spec right here it's a backstabbing spec, because I have points in puncturing wounds. Alright, so first off, you want improved ambush for harder hits. You want relentless strikes to get energy back after your eviscerates and your recuperates and your kidney shots. Ruptures your slice and dice. You want elusiveness, so you always have cooldowns up in a fight. I chose not to use waylay, since my crippling poison will slow them anyway. Opportunity, just to do a hell of a lot more damage. Of course, I want hammering, because it hits pretty hard. Weakness, 70% armor. Energetic recovery, so it will pump me energy as it pumps me health. Honor among thieves, so I can have 5% more crit. Premeditation, for obvious reasons, as well as preparation. G-Death, because it saves my life sometimes. Sanguinary Vein, so I hit even harder. Slaughter from the shadows, so I can hit more often. My backstab. Shadow Dance, for obvious reasons. I don't get improved recuperate, so I can put the extra points in puncturing wounds. And I only put 2 points in Coup de Grace, because I needed an extra point to finish the 3rd point in puncturing wounds. Lethality, to increase the strike damage. And Quickening, to improve my movement speed, and to give me more healing from my recuperate. And now, a defensive spec, which would be used for defending flags in Arathi Basin and Gilneas, would be to take the points out of puncturing wounds and just simply put them in recuperate. Because if you have improved recuperate and energetic recovery and quickening, you will be healing for, if you have the same gear as me, about 8,000 is what your recuperate will be ticking for. Therefore, it will be very, very difficult to kill you. And you can just sit there and spam Fan and Knives while your energetic recovery gives you Fan and Knives energy. And now for rotations. To start off, you're going to want this little macro I created here. I call it Shadow Premed. I'll bring it up down here. Here it is. You want slash cast premeditation and slash cast shadow step. So it does it all in one button. And then after I use the macro, first I'll stealth, of course, and then I'll use the macro, and I'll sap, and then I'll ambush, and then I'll use a hemorrhage to get the Sanguinary Vein bursts going, so you can take bleed damage. And then I'll use a shiv to slow him down, but you don't have to use the shiv if your crippling poison applies. And then you hit recuperate as you move away from your target. And so he'll be slowed, and then you run at him, or her, and then you use a gouge. And then after the target is gouged, you can go behind it and spam a backstab until you get 5 more points. And then you can use an eviscerate, and that will give you mass damage. And then you can either use more backstabs or more hemorrhages to create 5 more combo points, and then you'll use a kidney shot. Most times, your target will save their trinket for the kidney shot. And if they do, then you pop a Shadow Dance, pop the macro, and then spam ambush. And then that should give you 5 more points, and then you have that to use an eviscerate. or you can use it for recuperate if your recuperate is timing down. I'll show you this rotation in action now.